Hello everybody, what's going on? It's Silver here, and welcome back to another commentary video. Today is going to be a commentary video about the First Ascendant. First time I get to have this on my YouTube channel, and it's going to be a negative video, which isn't a good sign for the game, I know. Because the game just came out, not recently, but pretty recently. So, I hate to welcome the game to my channel like this, but we have to talk about an issue with the game, specifically, and I mean specifically a character issue. The character today is going to be Valby or Valby. It's either Valby or Valby, depending on how you pronounce it. She is going to be the character featured in this video. As you can see, she's over there on the right side of the map. And this is going to be the whole video. Me sitting here in the middle of the mission, doing practically nothing because Valby gets to hold off the entire right side of the map, with Frenya on the left side, placing down her poison, doing everything she basically can, literally tryharding on the left side. Frenya is struggling, or Freyna. She is struggling on the left side of the map. I want you to see the contracts on this. She's struggling on the left. Valby on the right is just having her best life because all she has to use is one ability. Frenya has to use 3, if not 4 of her abilities to clear out the left side. Valby has to just use her second, third ability. I forgot what fucking ability it is. All she has to use is one ability. Sit there on the right side and then just do nothing else for the entire mission. That's the issue with Valby, in my personal opinion. Now don't get me wrong, Valby herself isn't a bad character because people are using her properly. This is the proper way you're supposed to play the character, and to me, that's a shit character. I hate to say that, but the issue comes from when people automatically will watch YouTube videos on who is the most broken character of the current game is, like currently, before either the character gets nerfed, the weapon gets nerfed. They try to look at what character is the most broken character in the game currently, and people immediately see Valby, Bunny, shit, maybe even Kyle. I play Kyle, and he's really freaking good. It's just Kyle gets nerfed into the dirt significantly because of how his kit is, but we'll get to Kyle in a different video. Valby and Bunny, hate to throw Bunny under there because I play Bunny, just ruined the game as a whole. By the way, ignore the sound in the background. That's my fan right here, in case you're wondering what's making that noise. It's my fan. But Valby ruins the game significantly just because of her one ability. I shouldn't be able to sit here, go into the fucking seasonal challenges and see what my daily and weekly / seasonal challenges are. I shouldn't be able to just do that mid-mission when I should be hype about the mission. I should be like, oh, I'm in a mission. This mission requires my full focus. I should be getting ready to look at where the enemies are coming from because I'm playing a defense mission. I'm supposed to defend the point. That's the reason I'm playing Blair. Because I'm supposed to be like, oh, I can place my fire on the ground. I can shoot enemies from a distance. I should be able to do that with Blair. I should be able to enjoy playing the character that I spent like $20 on. I should be able to play him. I should be able to enjoy playing him or having him at all. But no, can't do that. Can't enjoy having the character. Can't enjoy playing the character. Can't do any of that. Why? Because Valby exists. Because Valby prevents any enemies from coming on the right side of the map. Sometimes she'll even come out on the left side where the Frenya is, or Freyna is. She'll even sometimes go over to the left side and be like, oh, there's enemies over here? Here, let me put down a little of my water spots here. Let me just, there you go. I'll get those kills too. So then Freyna doesn't even get any, oh, there she goes. Using her water ability to go over there to where the Freyna is. Because why not? So there you go. Now the Freyna doesn't even get any action for as long as Valby's over there. Valby was already holding down the right side. Why did she go over to the left side? Because she could. This is why this is why Valby ruined the game in my opinion. She's like this in every mission. Not just this mission, don't get me wrong, she's great. I'm passively gaining levels by doing this, which is great in my opinion. But Valby ruins the game by doing this. She's like this in every single mission possible. Regardless of if it's a defense mission, the mission where you have to escort a drone, somehow she ruins that. Or it's simply a boss mission or a vault mission where you have to go through the area, defend the points, destroy the generators, and then eventually get to the boss. She ruins that because all she does is spam her water trail ability where she goes through the enemy, places the water trap on the ground, and she just does that on repeat. Because people immediately spec into duration and ability strength and then ability range. They just spec into that immediately because of all the different Valby builds on YouTube. They spec into it immediately and that's all they do. Max that out and then nobody else gets to enjoy or play the first Ascendant because of that. They even start going to the starting area. In fact, it will be people just now starting to play the game, immediately will buy Valby, and then immediately will start doing that. Just right off the bat. Because of YouTube builds. Don't get me wrong, it's not the YouTube build's fault. They're telling it to people that are either like mid-game to late game in the game. They're like, hey, this is how you should build Valby, this is what you should do. It's not YouTube's fault. It's not YouTube's fault at all. Don't blame the YouTubers and don't blame the build videos. Blame the people that play Valby like this. It would be different if I was just like, oh, I'm just here to level up Blair. I'm here to actually play the game, to try and play the game. That's the whole reason I'm on the game. That's the whole reason you should play any game. Just to play the game and try and enjoy yourself. But then when you come across people like this that just play Valby or Bunny, that prevents you from playing the game simply because they're playing the character, that's bad. That's really, really bad. Now I don't necessarily mean that they need to nerf the character. I just want people to slow down on playing Valby, or just have it to where you can let other people have a different section of the map. Like for this mission, Valby shouldn't be holding both points of the map. She shouldn't be holding the frontal right side and then the back right side. She shouldn't be holding both of those points. She should only hold one or the other. Not only does that allow her ability to only be in the one spot, but it allows her to hold down one spot more effectively. And it allows a third person to enjoy playing the mission. But instead, there's actively only 2 people in the mission. There's literally only 2 people participating in the mission so far. Freyna, because she was already on the left side when I spawned in. And then Valby, because she was already on the right side when I spawned in. So there's literally nothing I could have done in the mission. Granted, I could go over and help Freyna, but then Vesa, at least I think that's how you say her name, the female character with ice powers, Vesa, already over there. And as you can see, Valby completely goes on the right side, so there's literally nothing I can do. Because Vesa either occasionally goes over to the right side, or instantly kills the bomber enemy in the middle, or sits over there on the left side with Freyna. So that prevents me from getting any kills in the game, which prevents me from getting weapon XP. Which means I can't rank up my proficiency with any of my weapons at all. Like, it really shouldn't be to the point that I'm starting to do solo story missions to level up. When the whole reason these operation missions exist is to level you up. To level up your characters and your weapons. That's the whole reason the special operation missions exist. The game even gives you a tutorial mission about it, saying this is what you should do to level up your characters and your weapons fast. That's the whole reason these exist. But instead, I literally just don't get to do anything because Valby's in the game. It sucks. And I don't mean to make this an extremely negative video about the game, because then that will turn you off of the game. Don't make you go, oh, well, everybody's playing Valby or Bunny, I don't want to play the game. I don't want to play the game, even though it's free. You don't have to spend money on the game. You can get everything in the game for free. It's just, it'll make you be like, oh, well, either I have to buy Valby to play the game, or I just don't play the game at all. It shouldn't be like that. But that's just how people turn the game. They turn the game into either you play the character I play, or you don't play the game at all. That's bad. That's very bad. People will say, oh, it's the game's fault for doing that. So apparently, it would be the game's fault for how people play, and that's really dumb in my opinion. Never say it's the game's fault for how you play the game. There's literally 10 other characters in the game. Technically, there's 15 characters in the game, but that's 5 of the characters are ultimate characters, so technically it's 15, but it's 10. There are 10 other characters in the game you can play. There's Lepic, there's Vesa, there's Ajax, there's Blair, there's Jaber, there's Enzo, there's Eugen, there's Glay, there's Esimo, and then there's Valby. In fact, there's even the ultimate characters. Ultimate Lepic, Ultimate Vesa, Ultimate Ajax, Ultimate Glare, and Ultimate somebody. I forgot who the 5th ultimate character is, forgive me on that one. But literally, there's 9 other characters, literally 14 other characters you can play in the game. But instead, you have people in game chat, and people that are just playing the game, they're literally farming, stressing, buying Valby. Ultimate Bunny, there it was, Ultimate Bunny. You literally have people stressing and fucking thirsting over Valby, literally. I would be sitting in game chat and people are begging, hey, Valby this, hey, Valby farm that, Valby farm this, I want to get Valby, I need Valby for this farm, I need Valby for that. People just need to slow down before the character gets nerfed into the dirt. Because that will happen, even knowing it's a fully PvE game. It's a game that literally you don't have to fight other players because it doesn't exist in the game. There is a 0 ounce of PvP in this game. But the character and weapon will be nerfed into the dirt because of how people play. So just keep an eye out for that. If you want to keep a character broken, you want to keep a character really good, either don't play them as much or don't play them as cheaply. Don't do this the entire game. Because I sat here for 15 minutes doing nothing. It's only when Valby's third ability, not her third ability, it's only when Valby's ability finally disappeared, I was finally able to kill enemies. They finally started rushing the point. I could finally get a chance to kill some enemies. But then bam, Valby immediately realized her mistake of her ability not being on the field in that specific spot. And immediately ran back over. And then covered the field again. So now all the enemies on the right side dead instantly. So yep, the one time I finally get to use my abilities, gone in an instant. I finally get to enjoy the game for 10 to 20 seconds. Great character. But anyway, that will be the end of the video. I love you guys. I'll try and make a more positive video next time. I will see y'all guys in the next video. Bye bye.